Hello and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Thursday, April 5th, 2018. Disclaimer quickly, trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice, not making any recommendations, always for your further homework. Good morning, Sue here. Hope you've had a good week so far. Man, oh man, market gyrations are the name of the game. So I hope you've been faring well through it all. Anyway, with that, let's get into today's video. If you know me, I always start these videos off with a look at the Russell Index. I use the Russell as my simple proxy for the markets overall. When the Russell Index is moving higher and in an uptrend, I'm adding new names to my watch list. And when it's moving lower, I'm being extra cautious or getting defensive. And I also like to step back and take a look at things from a bigger picture point of view. So we are looking at the IWM, which is the ETF that represents the Russell 2000. And we're looking at the 5-year monthly chart. I've taken away all my drawings so you can really see the look of the candlesticks. Here we are for the month of April so far, looking to establish a little bit of a bullish candle. Having said that, it's really early in the month. March was wonky with highs that matched January, and then they came all the way in. February was wonky as well, with price ranging a whole lot through the monthly candle. But you can see the sequence. You can see the blue 8-day EMA, which I use as my guide, is kind of starting to flatten out a little bit. Still ticking higher, but looking for direction. I think in April will be a determinant month to see if this can still tick higher or if it's going to start to curl lower. We will see. Time will tell. So now I'm going to put my drawings back in. And I apologize because my chart does get a little cluttery. I don't like to see cluttered charts, but we're trying to keep an eye on a few things. So the blue line down here is long-term support resistance. This is medium. We're ignoring these for now. And we're really kind of focusing in on this area here, the pink line of short-term support resistance. This black diagonal line, which I always say is my most important line. And we drew this in a few weeks ago, the blue line, saying that if the Russell is going to continue with that uptrend, it's going to have to get through the blue and reestablish price up above the black. So that's the monthly look. Let's take a look at the weekly. And as you can see, we had a strong day yesterday. Look where it brought us, right back into this apex, this very important area. We're looking at the weekly, so keep that in mind. But we had a doji last week, which failed so far, and we are now kissing the underside of our black diagonal line, and it's at the apex of the intersection with the blue. So this is a really critical area, at least for the way I look at things. So I'm going to move it away from the weekly to the 6-month daily. You can see that price on the Russell did close up and over the blue. I'm not going to get too excited until it gets up and over the black and the blue. So I put a little green circle in there and say, can we establish an open and a close that gets us up and over this area? We will see. Today might be a day that it tries, but I'm not going to put a new chart forward just because I want to see it reestablish that area of support. But I will focus on a past Chart of the Day Cafe pick that I think looks interesting here, should we get that price strength coming back in. And that past Chart of the Day Cafe pick that I think looks interesting here and might be worth keeping an eye on is Micron Technology, ticker symbol MU. We're looking at the 5-year monthly chart. You can see on the 5-year monthly, beautiful uptrend. I featured it as a Chart of the Day Cafe pick here, a little green circle. You'll be able to better see it on the daily, but it had a nice run from there. Established a high up here, long wick, and it's sitting at an area of support. Can't really see it on the monthly, but you will see it on the daily. So just wanted you to see that beautiful uptrend, the way price and volume increased as it got up and over our level of support resistance, and where it's sitting now. So I'm going to move it away from the 5-year monthly to the 2-year weekly. And you can better see support resistance, the way it touched here, and then it consolidated for a long time, and then it moved higher. I'm going to move it from the weekly to the 9-month daily. And here's where we put it forward as a chart of the day cafe pick. I know everyone has their own way of doing things, but I like to see price lift and move up and over my blue with a 3 cross, a 3 EMA cross. I'll show that to you on the smaller time frame. But you can see MU had a really strong day yesterday, lifting off this area of support. And I'll show you what I look for. Like the look of this candle, it's starting to lick up and over the 8-day. I will be, my trigger would be the pink, which is the 3 EMA, crossing over the blue and ticking higher. So should price strength continue to come into this market, and it looks like we might get a little bit of a positive open today, Micron Technology might be setting up for that 3 and 8 cross. Check the scores on it this morning. It still has a really high value score overall. A forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 44%, a current PE of 8.03, and it does not pay a dividend. Thank you for watching today's video. As a reminder, these videos go out every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Have a great weekend, and my next video goes out on Tuesday.